I'm riding my bicycle down a path and into a forest. As I'm riding, I feel as if the sun is following me. I come to a crossroads, and I need to make a decision whether or not I should go left or right. I choose to go to the left. I come to a place on the path that is covered in trees and a light shines on me. I feel peace, and at that point, I decide to get off my bike and push it while I enjoy the presence. I woke up feeling refreshed.
Pretty remarkable dream. It sounds simple when you first listen to it, but it's full and rich with metaphor, this dream is. The dream is about the dreamer. The dreamer is the focus of the dream. She's the one riding the bike. She's the one taking the risk. She's the one that's getting off the bike and so on. But in every dream, not only do you want to look for the focus, but there are key words. Sometimes there's sub-focuses. And the key word in this dream is the word crossroads. So let's take a look in light of crossroads. What does a crossroad represent? A crossroad represents a time in your life where you have to make a change. You're either going to go one way or you're going to go another way. You're either going to go to the right, as like in this dream, or you're going to go to the left. You're going to go to a career change, or you're going to keep doing what you're doing, but you'll get the same results. Now, in this particular dream, she has a choice of going right or left, not straight ahead. Right is what you have faith to do. There's lots of times we'll continue doing what we're doing because we're comfortable there. And when we're comfortable, we have a measure of faith that everything is going to at least not kill us when we keep going. But she chose to go left. Left stands for what you're called or you're birthed to do, what your gifting, what your anointing is really all about. So she chose to go to the left. Riding a bicycle, by the way, talks about personal ministry. It's your efforts that are working. Yes, God's working with you in that, of course, but it's not like flying a jet aircraft. It's a one-on-one level type of ministry where you as an individual touch individual people. In this process, she is going down a pathway. The pathway represents that which God's called you towards, but it also gives you some clear boundaries. Usually you don't deviate from a pathway, or at least you don't get off the pathway for very long. In the pathway, or following the pathway, she comes through a forest, and the forest represents, or trees represent leaders. Leaders then cover her. So this person, the dreamer, is actually dreaming a dream about personal ministry, and the leaders recognize the calling and the gifting upon the dreamer, and they cover her. When this happens, light goes with her as well. It's almost like the sun, S-O-N versus the S-U-N. The sunlight is covering her, and as it's covering her, she feels the most incredible peace she's ever felt. The dream basically says we walk in our callings, our giftings, what God has created us to do, not maybe what we were trained to do. Many people are trained one way, but God's called them to do something else. When we walk in what God's called us to do, created us to do, we'll walk in the greatest peace we've ever walked in our entire lives. And sometimes we have to come to a crossroads before we can make that decision. Great dream. The dreamer's got a great future, and it's on its way. She's at the threshold of walking into what God's called her to be.